Hey everybody, I am Allie, and this is part 2 of my YNR chat vlog for Sunday, March 29th, and this is the week of Katherine Chancellor. So this whole video, I'm going to be talking about Katherine, what's going on with that storyline. It's been a huge week because the identity is finally revealed. We had a really awesome confrontation between Victor and Katherine, which was classic. I just loved how Victor tried to, actually Katherine mentioned, don't stare at me like a cobra, because he was just giving her this look when she walked into the ranch as if, he was so skeptical, and she just put him right in his place, which was just awesome. I loved that scene, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Nikki had a really wonderful line during that scene. She was looking on upon Katherine and Victor reuniting, and her comment was, that's something that you don't see every day, even on a soap, two people back from the dead. So I really appreciated that little inside joke there. And in many ways, the reunion between Katherine and Victor, so nice, so wonderful, and in many ways was an icebreaker for Nikki and Victor. Now, I don't necessarily want to see Nikki and Victor back together. I think that there will always be a very special and amazing connection between them, but I do think that all of that is in the past, but I am just tired of all of the bitterness, and especially just the way Victor has treated Nikki. I mean, I don't think that Nikki has always loved him, and she's always been very clear about that, but Victor has been just awful to her within the past several months, and so it's nice that Katherine's return from the dead is bringing those two a little bit closer. And then Katherine also revealed herself to Nick and Phyllis this week, which I was kind of surprised at how, everybody just, especially Nick and Phyllis just accepted it, and Jack, as a matter of fact. They were just kind of like, okay, Katherine's back, and in a way it was like, you guys tell me your thoughts on this. Were the reactions a little bit underwhelming in a way? Because if it was me and someone so pivotal, like such a pillar in Genoa City, died, everybody went to her funeral, and now she's back from the dead. If I saw her and I would have a moment of, I can't believe this is happening, I would probably faint. I would pass out, faint onto the floor, and it would take me days and days to overcome this. It was just kind of funny how everybody was just like, oh, okay, Katherine's back, that's great. So you let me know what you thought about the reactions. I thought they were all pretty priceless. And I think that the very best one is yet to come, because we still have to deal with Jill. And Jill is going to die. The very last scene on Friday's show revealed, Katherine revealed to Jill that the DNA tests show that they are not mother and daughter after all of these years. Oh my goodness. And Jill's face, I mean, it was just, I think she had the most realistic reaction of everyone, because it was, it was almost like she couldn't breathe for a moment, and her eyes were welling up, and it was just like, because truly, I mean, Jill is getting herself into a very sticky situation, because now, I mean, she's completely denied Katherine. Katherine made a comment earlier in the week to Nikki about, I kind of think that Jill has gotten so comfortable in her lifestyle now in a post-Katherine universe that she almost wishes Katherine would stay dead, and in a way, I wonder if that's true. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how Jill reacts to this. Is it something that she's just going to be instantly bitter and spiteful about, or will she feel, a sense of joy that Katherine is back? Even if they're not, biologically mother and daughter, there has been a connection that had developed there within the last 5 years that is undeniable, and hopefully Jill will have a little bit of a soft spot for. But now, I mean, Jill just made all of these changes at Jabot, aka firing everyone, and all of that is going to be null and void. I mean, now that Katherine is back alive, she's going to take back control of all of the Jabot, and really Jill stands to lose everything. And in true diva fashion, Katherine Chancellor had to come back with a bang. In fact, we had a welcome home photo shoot, a welcome back high fashion photo shoot. Katherine and Jeanne Cooper are just both so fucking fabulous. I can hardly stand it. Like, I loved that. I just think the world of Jeanne Cooper and seeing her dressed up in, you know, as a queen, because it's like, that's how we see her as fans, you know, I mean, you know, there's a certain part where it's like, you have to distinguish between the character and the person, but truly, Jeanne Cooper is a freaking awesome woman, and I just really love to see her dressed up in the different queen outfits. Did you guys have a favorite look? I mean, I think we saw 3 or 4 different queens. Loved the theme. Queen of Hearts would have been a really good one too, by the way. But I really loved the last one, the Egyptian. She had kind of like the long, mauve-y, purpley veil thing, and she had really dark and smoky eyes. She looked so beautiful, so beautiful. I loved seeing that, especially all of it taking place in the diner with Murph there. It was so fun, and I'm curious to know what your favorite look was, so please post me a comment and let me know. Oh, this week we also had Jeanne Cooper's reprisal of the role of Marge. It was just wonderful. I really like when they did it the first time, when we had Marge's soliloquy during the funeral, and now we have it again. You know, it was very nice to see that again. It's just so awkward, you know, because we're not used to seeing that level of narration on the show and someone actually talking to the camera. It was very cool to see Marge observing Genoa City from her perspective. It was very Tennessee Williams, you know, esque, and I just loved it. I think Katherine Cooper deserves an Emmy. Let's give this woman the Lifetime Achievement Award. I totally loved her role as Marge, and I hope she wins. I think the soap awards, has that happened yet? Whatever. If it hasn't, she deserves to win for her performances this year. Absolutely fabulous. And I wanted to save the best for last. We have a celebration in order. Katherine and Murphy are engaged! Yay! That is so cool! Murphy proposed and he was all angsty about it, and it took him a couple of days to get it right, and he tried to propose at the trailer, and then he kept getting interrupted, and I was like, oh, come on, make it happen! Finally, he gets down on his one knee in the diner and asks Katherine to be his wife. Magical! They are the couple of the year. I love Katherine and Murphy. I cannot wait to see him back into Genoa, you know, getting into the mansion and getting folded into Genoa City lifestyle. It's about damn time that Katherine got a companion, and frankly, I think that Murphy is the best guy that I have ever seen her with. I mean, I can't think of any of her other husbands that I have really liked this much. Their engagement was just so awesome, and let's not forget the scene where all of a sudden the jukebox turned on and started playing the mambo, and then they danced until the end of the show. It was just so magical. I loved it, and I really can't wait to see how Murphy becomes acclimated, and I guess that will probably be the challenge for that relationship, because Murph is such a of the earth kind of guy, and Katherine, you know, is a duchess. She's a queen. She is a very prominent figure in Genoa City. Will Murphy be able to survive in Katherine's world? That is the big question, and I kind of wonder if it won't turn out to be a sort of similar story to what we had when Victor was presumed dead and went off to the farm and got together with Hope, and she was very salt of the earth. And then he brought her back into Genoa City, and she didn't quite fit into his life. I hope that's not the case with Katherine and Murphy. I wish them all of the best of luck, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the wedding. Okay, so that was fun. I've really enjoyed the Katherine storyline. It was getting a little long and drug out for a little while, but I'm happy to see that it's resolving itself, and in a very interesting and truly typical YNR awesome way. So I hope you guys have enjoyed chatting with me today. I think that's about it for me for now, but I will be back next week at the same time. Well, hi there. If you guys want to check out my that Allie girl, she loves this show. She loves watching her Young and the Restless. If you guys want to check out my website in the meantime, you can go to it at buttonhead.org. You know, her perceptions aren't always popular. Some people might say they're hogwash. But she tries, and she, her heart is in the right place, and I think, in my definition, that is true love. And you gotta hold on to that. You gotta hold on to your true love. So, I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope that you love each other and take care of each other. And as for me, I'm gonna go now. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to a better place. The big dance hall in the sky. I'll see you guys on the other side.